Network Entertainment.
Day 175. Paano kung may gusto siya sa best friend ko?
Hi, I'm Joelle. I talk for a living and I'm an overthinker. Life keeps going and the questions keep coming. But I hope you find comfort in the fact na hindi ka mag-isa. Ang dami nating overthinker, no? Sa ups and downs, twists and turns ng buhay, paano kung ituloy lang natin ang paghanap ng kasagutan? Ready? Tara! This is Joelle's podcast, Paano Kung, powered by the Pod Network.
Hello, overthinker. Kamusta ang puso at brain? We're now shooting this episode on the beach in La Union. Oh my God! Ang saya. We actually just came from Baguio. And then, instead of going to Manila, we were like, why don't we just make a stopover at La Union? And, oh my God, it's the perfect thing. It's the best thing. And ang saya-saya because finally, nakaupo ako at naka-chill. And I just wanted to say welcome to the new listeners. If you're new here and loving what you've been hearing so far, I would appreciate it so much if you follow and rate this show na rin ng 5 stars sana kung happy ka, diba? Comment na rin and share to people in your life na feel mo magugustuhan din yung mga pinag-uusapan natin dito. Alright. Today's Paano Kung brings a different pain kasi it involves someone you like or maybe even love and another person that you care about. So, dalawang tao to. And it's not just any friend, but your best friend. So, ang tanong natin is, paano kung may gusto siya sa best friend ko? In fairness, hindi pa natin ito natatakal na topic for 170 plus episodes na. And it is a situation that does happen a lot. Wala nga lang akong stats kung gaano kadalas yung nangyayari, but it does happen. And I think if you find yourself in this situation, it feels like some type of rejection na may extra kirot. Kasi since may gusto siya, yung isang tao na gusto mo, may gusto siya sa best friend mo, it's like an in-your-face reminder na hindi ka niya gusto. Especially kung parang magkasama kayo lagi ng best friend mo. So, how do you navigate something like this? We answer 3 paano kung questions ng mga nasa similar situations. Una ang tanong ni friend, paano kung may gusto siya sa best friend ko? It started with stolen glances and inside jokes. I noticed the way his eyes, dog. dog. Una ang tanong ni friend, paano kung may gusto siya sa best friend ko? Started with stolen glances and inside jokes, I noticed the way his eyes lingered on her a second too long. The way his smile widened whenever she walked into the room, and every time he did, my heart sank just a little deeper. Do you think he likes me? I asked my best friend one night, my voice barely above a whisper. She tilted her head, thinking, I don't know, he's sweet, but I haven't really thought about it. But I had every day, every moment. Then one afternoon, haven't thought about it, but I had every day, every moment. Then one afternoon, I caught them laughing together in the hallway, their heads closed, their shoulders brushing. It felt like the ground had shifted beneath me, like the universe was playing a cruel joke. I wanted to ask him. I wanted to know. But what if I couldn't handle the truth? So I kept quiet, holding on to a hope that maybe, just maybe, he saw me the way I saw him. Until the day he asked, do you think your best friend likes me? And that was when my heart truly broke. Hey friend, can I just say, I just love the way you wrote this. Oh my gosh, it was so short, but it hit my heart in all the right spots. I'm sure you're some type of writer. And if not, I hope you write. I hope you keep writing just to let this out and release it. Kasi ang gaganda ng the way you just put it all together. Also, I can't say that I can relate 100% kasi magkaiba talaga kami ng type ng best friend ko. So, to be honest, this never happened to me. But, I'm sure a lot of people know this feeling. How you notice those little things and then you can tell na may something. And you don't want to know the truth, but you kind of already do. And that sucky confirmation na, shit, gusto ko ang best friend ko. It's not an easy space to be in emotionally, but it's not impossible to get out or to recover from. So here are things you can do and keep in mind. One, allow yourself time and space to heal, to feel the hurt, to feel like the world is unfair, to feel bakit di na lang ako ang gusto niya. To feel whatever it is you're feeling. Kailangan mo ito lahat para sa next step, which is acceptance. It's the truth of life that we don't always get what we want. But I've come to learn that we are always led towards what's truly meant for us. That sometimes, actually most of the time, it can be greater than we can ever imagine if we allow it to happen. If we allow ourselves to be open to those possibilities. You may not see it now, pero kung nagawa mong kapitan yung sliver of hope na maybe your crush likes you too, then baka pwede mo ring kapitan yung hope that you won't miss what's truly yours. And the sooner we walk away from the things, relationships, and situations that aren't for us, that is how we can get closer towards those that truly are. Next, figure out how important this friendship is to you. If it is something that matters to you, then you have to have an honest conversation with your bestie. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that later. Next, from there, after you've had the conversation, you set the boundaries. Kung kailangan mo ng space away from your crush and from your bestie, kung ayaw mo munang pag-usapan yung crush mo, do that. Ask for that. Because you won't be able to heal in the space that hurt you. Next, remember your worth. It's a super normal reaction to feel super shitty if hindi ka nagustuhan ng crush mo. But you have to remind yourself na hindi nakatali yung worth mo sa pagkagusto sa'yo ng crush mo. That does not go hand in hand. You are still worthy whether or not your crush likes you back. So the question is, I guess a question that you can re-ask yourself is, gusto mo ba ang sarili mo? Like genuinely, you really think you're an amazing person? Because if yes, then great. If no, ano then ang pwede mo pang gawin para genuinely magustuhan mo ang sarili mo? And finally, find support from others. It might be hard right now to get support from your bestie kasi maaaring nagbago ang dynamic nyo and it could be a little awkward. So, talk to your family or your other friends about what you're going through so that you don't feel alone or isolated as you process these things. Wilkins has another question, kind of similar, but a little bit different too. Paano kung ang ganda ng dynamic nila ng best friend ko habang ako secretly may crush sa kanya? My best friend and I have been friends for many years now. Grade 12 na kami. And there's this one guy na super saya kasama. Yung type na papatawanin ka, randomly iinisin ka, may pake sa akads, and overall a very laid-back person. I secretly liked him for many months, pero yung best friend ko kasi, tuwing kasama siya, parang mas maganda yung dynamic nila. Since parehas silang extrovert, sobrang chaotic pag magkasama sila, habang ako, tahimik lang na nakikinig sa tawanan nila. Pero for real, ang cute nilang pag magkasama. Ewan ko kung ginagamit ko lang yon as an excuse para baliwalain yung feelings ko, pero I really feel like they have feelings for each other, but are just too shy to say it. These days, I still like him, but for the sake of our trio friend group, I decided not to say anything. I also never told my best friend na matagal ko ng crush si Guy. But I did have moments where he made my heart flutter. But I just feel like him and my best friend would vibe more than if he was with me. Hi Wilkins. Yung kwento mo is one great example for when I always say na hindi lahat ng crush natin dapat ginojowa. Mukhang nagdesisyon ka naman na magpaubaya sa kaibigan mo, which is fine. That is your choice after all. But it's important to process your feelings first. I would never ever recommend na baliwalain mo lang yung feelings mo. Kasi valid yung nararamdaman mo. I don't think you should put that aside. Because by dismissing your feelings, you are then teaching yourself and reinforcing this again and again na hindi mo deserve damhin ang feelings mo. And sometimes, sa pagbabaliwala ng feelings mo, minsan nagiging source pa to ng resentment as time goes on. Kasi ginaganon mo siya tas hindi mo siya hinaharap. And then maybe one day, you might explode. If you truly are best friends, it shouldn't be a bad thing to be honest with your feelings. Also, we're allowed to feel all kinds of feelings all at the same time. So you can be on one hand drawn to a person, but also on the other hand feel na baka mas better match sila ng bestie mo. While also feeling, shit, ang sakit-sakit nito. By processing this with yourself and communicating all this, if you're ready, you then get to create space for your feelings kasi they matter. They deserve to be felt. And through communicating, you can then find out yung side ng best friend mo. Like, pwede mong ma-confirm kung crush din ng bestie mo yung crush mo, or malay mo, hindi pala niya bet yung crush mo kasi masyado silang pareho. Baka friend vibes lang din. So, baka pinangungunahan mo lang. Pala decision ka pala, ganun. Ayun, so feeling ko wag mo munang pangunahan. Pero, if you're dead set on letting go of your feelings, where you'll never tell your bestie na nagka-crush ka sa crush mo, then, at least allow yourself time to honor your feelings. Huwag mong isantabi, huwag mong takpan, huwag mong baliwalain, so that you can truly be happy for them kung more than friends man talaga ang vibe nila. During this time of introspection, you can take a moment to also understand yourself better. Yung attraction ba sa taong to, is it deep friendship and deep closeness, or talagang may romantic desire ka? Sometimes it can be a gray area. But if it is romantic, then explore. Bakit ka nagkagusto sa taong to? Why was it appealing for you na patawanin at asarin ka? Ganito ba usually ang type mo? Anong version mo ba ang lumalabas pagkasama mo siya? How can you let this side of you come out without this person? Ano ang natutunan mo about yourself? After this experience, how do you feel about having crushes in the future? Itatago mo ba lagi or aaminin? Remember, walang tama o mali. Ang tanging kailangan ay pagiging totoo sa sarili. Gusto niyo yung mga background people na dumadaan. And finally, we have this question from Lily. Paano kung naging magjowa yung best friend na crush ko, pati best friend ko? Recently, this is all I could think about. Magjowa na kasi ata talaga ang best friend ko, pati ang crush ko. Medyo shaken up lang ako sa fact na best friends ko pa silang dalawa at aware si bestie na may feelings ako with our fellow friend. Parang ang nararamdaman ko kasi ay nabebetray ako na ewan kasi yung bestie ko pa mismo ang nagtulak sa akin para i-pursue ang crush ko. Siya ang pinagkukwentuhan ko sa mga moments namin ng crush ko at yung mga plano ko para mag-date kami ng crush ko. Tapos ngayon, sila na pala. I don't know how to feel about this and the two of them are one of my longtime friends. Hindi ko pa alam kung dapat ko sila i-cut off or mag-try again ba sa crush ko since hindi ako makamove on. At nalaman ko na parang wala na sila. Mali din ba kung pupursue ko yung crush ko na yun knowing na may history sila ng bestie ko? Hi Lily! Grabe, ang daming layers nito. And honestly, I think it's completely valid to feel betrayed considering that your best friend actually knows how you felt. As in, tipong pinush ka pa to pursue your crush. Tapos biglang malalaman mo, magjowa pala sila? Like, how did you find out about this? Did you just see them? So, I'm assuming hindi niya communicate sa'yo na may gusto din pala siya sa crush mo, di ba? So, honestly, I don't think it's the wisest thing to do na mag-move agad sa crush mo. Parang feeling ko there's a bit of spite and urgency to pounce as if parang naghihintay ka lang sa linya sa arcade or something. So maybe not yet. Pero maliban sa mga bagay na sinabi ko kanina that I suggest that maybe you could do first, I wanted to focus on the friendship aspect. It's important kasi to take time to figure out how you feel about your friendship with your bestie. Hindi lang kasi ito kung sino lang. You know, best friend mo to eh. And if you were like longtime friends, then there's so much history there. There's still so much to like process. So, after what happened, would you still consider them as a friend? Is this what friends do? Yung iba kina-cut off na because they would take that as a sign of disrespect, FO, kumbaga. You can forgive a person but also not allow them space sa buhay mo anymore. Pwede ring hindi ka muna mag-forgive kung hindi ka pa handa. May iba ring mga tao who may not see the situation as black and white agad. So, imbis na FO, tatanungin muna kung anong nangyari. Isipin mo, paano kung yung bestie mo ay tulad ni Wilkins na matagal na rin palang may crush dun sa crush mo tapos tinago lang niya for the sake of like your friendship. pero nag-explode pala. I don't know, that's a possibility too. Laging may dahilan naman. If there's a part of you that wants to clear the air, to understand kung saan nanggaling yung best friend mo, talk to your bestie about it in a neutral space with no distractions, honest to goodness, with the intention of wanting to understand your friend. Hindi ko to marirecommend kung aawayin mo lang siya. You can be mad, that is fair, it's valid, pero hindi makakatulong sa pag-resolve ng issue kung yun ang gusto mong mangyari if you point fingers. So remember to use I phrases instead of you phrases. Like, nako-confuse ako sa nangyari kasi alam kong alam mo na crush ko siya at in-encourage mo pa akong i-pursue siya. But then I find out na you guys are dating. Instead of saying, ikaw, taksil ka, wala kang kwentang kaibigan, bakit mo ito ginawa? Do you see the difference there? So this is only if ready ka nang marinig ang kung ano mang sasabihin niya, kung gusto mong maintindihan yung side niya. Pero kung hindi ka pa handa, baka it's not the right time yet. There's no way to know kung anong kalalabasan ng pag-uusap nyo, pero ang sigurado, the dynamic has already changed. And I don't think babalik kayo sa dati. What can happen is either you move past this and grow deeper in friendship, or it could be the end of the road of your friendship. With regards to pursuing your crush, sabi ko kanina, I wouldn't recommend na mag-try ka agad. But also, I think you need to see for yourself if you can get past the fact na nag-date sila ng bestie mo while you were also best friends. Does your crush think of you the same way? Ayun, marami pang little factors, but if you don't mind those things and you really, really like this person, regardless of what happened, regardless kung awkward, then go ahead. Paano kung may gusto siya sa best friend ko? Under this one umbrella question are a lot of different situations tulad ng mga nabasa kong last 3 questions. Whether mutual man ang feeling o hindi, there will most likely be some complicated, conflicting feelings na lalabas from being caught up in a situation like this. Wala mang way to find out kung anong kalalabasan because obviously we don't know what's gonna happen. But if you allow it, there will always be an opportunity to learn, grow, and understand not just yourself, but other people, and even the other people close to you. So yeah, hanggang dito na muna tayo. Have you been in a similar situation before? Anong role mo sa love triangle na to, or love square? Let me know in the comments if you'd like. Or if you're feeling extra brave, you can post it on your Instagram. Tag me at JoelloWell. Share your feelings there. If may kilala kang nakaka-relate dito, edi share nyo na rin. And yeah, let me know. Do you like more of this? I am loving it. I have a reason to go on vacation and record in awesome, beautiful places. Gusto niyo ba yung pa-sound wave sa likod? But yeah, I hope to do this more. If you want more of this, let me know. And I'll see you on the next episode. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. Kwentuhan ulit tayo soon. Always remember, may kasama ka lagi sa paghanap ng mga sagot sa mga paano kung sa buhay. You're valid, you're growing, and sometimes we find ourselves in situations that are less ideal. AKA, yung crush natin, may gusto or in love sa best friend natin. Kung ganito man, remember to be kinder to yourself when things don't go your way, and that maraming cute sa mundo. Maraming pwedeng i-crush. And as always, you deserve the kind of life and the kind of love you want.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.